We created a video for Guilty Gear. So what I'm gonna talk about for today is about Guilty Gear after a month. Guilty Gear Strive in particular. So Guilty Gear is being coming in left and right. People are jumping to the game, like a lot of people jumping into the game, not only for the usual Guilty Gear fans, but also to the other people who are not used to playing Guilty Gear, like from Tekken, Street Fighter, those, what I mean. But Guilty Gear is like good game where all kinds of fighting game people can play right now at this moment. So to start off, first is the net code. So technically, the net code of this game is really amazing. So after a month of playing, still I think I have like 60 to 70% of good net play. So some 30%, maybe some matches are kind of weird, the ping spikes up to 500, 600, and sometimes 1,000. I think the highest that I spike up was around 2,000. So that's kind of like what the you know. But still, majority of my games, I have a good experience with it. There's only need to be some people are kind of picky with the netcode, which I do understand because there's been a tweet. It's already been a thing that there is a delay. There's a expected what you call this, or what, internal delay already, like installed delay on depending on which console or which system are you playing. On PlayStation 4, there's already a delay of 4 frames when you're playing on PlayStation 5, which was the latest update to that one. It's 5 frames already of delay. And if you're playing on a PC with best settings or best possible settings, it's close to 1 frame delay. So that kind of things, like, and for some it's kind of bothersome because it's like it's showing 0 frames delay or 1 frame delay, but when you try to play, it's like there's more than to it. So I hope Axis will fix this one eventually. But again, generally most of the gameplay is good. 70% based on my experience, so I have a good time playing Guilty Gear. So next is okay. Play hours. So for a guy like me, I do play from the start of from early weeks. I can playing around 4 to 5 hours on a daily basis. But when the game did drag out till I started to play around only 3. It did toned a little down, but of course on weekends I try to bounce back. So I think what happened to me is that on the first 2 weeks, like my closest circle of friends was not able to have the game. So remember that the Steam version of the game did came out a little late as compared with the PS version. So when the PlayStation version, when the Steam version did came out, so a lot of my friends were already going into the game, and apparently when that game when the Steam version did came out, I was hesitant to buy it because I'm not sure whether it will be like a good deal for me because still playing it on PlayStation. But after continuous bragging of my friends, yeah, they won over me. I double dip, bought an basic, just the normal version of the game. So right now, going back to the point earlier, Steam or the PC version having a single delay, 1 frame delay at least. So that's why I'm sticking to the PC version at the moment. But from time to time, I still play on PlayStation. So regardless, the play hours that I spent on this game right now for Steam only, it's around 80 hours, I think. It's like for a span of for 27, no, just only for 2 weeks since the Steam was released. So 14 divided by, okay, we'll give you an estimate of 15 hours. No, not 15 hours. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. Around, sorry, my mind is like an average of like 5 to 6 hours a day, which is insane. Okay, this is not including the beta period because that's a separate thing. But because during the beta period, I really like spent my whole time playing it because it's only 2 to 3 days, something like that. And especially on the first beta period, which it did extended for a month, we played the solid amount of it. So play hours, I think for Steam it's around 80, not to include the PlayStation hours. I forgot how I think for the past 2 weeks before the Steam version did came out, I was playing by, let's say, an average of 4 to 6 hours, 3 to 4 hours. So I mean, playing a fighting game like that is like means that you really like a fighting game because sometimes 2 hours is already like the cap. Like after that's like you want to continue or not, or it makes you like tired already. But this game's like okay, you can give on. Maybe it's because of having a fun matches with the people I knew. So it's like okay, let's have some long set. So that's for me for the horse. But as for the celestial floor, this is where things get interesting. So after a month, actually it's not yet a month. So a month because Guilty Gear was released on June and it already hit July, so they reset the bracket. So there's only a few people which can which can retain their VIP rank. So they did try to reset the rank, and what happened there's like some people were like, I'm not sure if they were kind of disgusted or they were salty because I see some people like level 600, 800, and 900, but still they got their ranks reset. Of course, if you're already at that kind of level, it should not be a problem for you, and bouncing back to the celestial floor should be easy. It's my general opinion, but I think I don't know because there are some people that are they like me. I spent like how many days before I got into celestial. So I think if you're spending at least so much time to Guilty Gear and you were able to reach a level of 1,000 at least. So I don't know how many hours are you playing it for a day. Maybe you're just so good or your skill level is so good that you can cheese your way up to 1,000 level 1,000. But for the way I play right now, maybe I will need some more time to get back celestial floor, or not celestial floor, but to reach up to 1,000 so I can lock in my VIP status. I want to be a level 1,000. I don't know how many months should I spend. Not unless I have so much time dedicated for Guilty Gear. And maybe my skill level is good. If I'm a casual player and I want to retain my level or my VIP level, maybe. So I need to, I need to spend this kind of time, which I think if I don't have the luxury of time, since I got already the VIP status before, so doesn't hurt that much whether you need to go back to Celestial again because you have that tag anyway that you have that Celestial floor. Once you reach from the Celestial floor, or once you have cleared the Celestial floor challenge, that mark will not that kind of charging mark, and your R code is still there even though you got resetted, so it's not a problem. Those people who have retained their VIP status after the reset, got was a celestial aura, which 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 means that these people are like not privileged, but these are the chosen few that were able to retain their VIP records or something like that. So there means they're top of the top or the best of the best. So that's why artists gave them permission or maybe just gave them a privilege to keep their VIP records even though the reason. So if you're a casual player, I think because still there's still parks and there you can play long sets with there. So it's only for I don't know celestial people's doors for no picky people. So for me, I just if I can make it celestial, then so let it be. But if I have the chance or opportunity to fight to the celestial floor and clear the chance, then I will just gladly clear it. But if this will be a thing like every month, you need to reset, fight back again, reset. I know it brings up an interesting point to it, like makes more people like okay, let's go, let's makes people attract. Yeah, I mean the game attracts people to be competitive at something, even though they're not competing online tournaments. Like, okay, this is my tournament, this is my like achievement. I want to be a celestial for VIP, something like that. So it will depend on the people whether they want celestial floor VIP or not. But for me, as in my opinion, again, if I have the time to spend for going back to the celestial floor during the reset, then I would gladly do it. But if not, then I'll just let it slide and just So what's the point whether if I cannot get to celestial floor? Because I can still play matches on floor 10 or the open park. You can still play a lot of matches there. So it doesn't it's just for maybe for bragging rights. Yes, I agree. People with VIP status still cool, but you still have your points. So if you people see that you have this 300 points, maybe some people are thinking why this guy cannot go up to the celestial floor. Or if in case that you're not minding it because you don't have the time to play, so you'll just go to the park and just play long sets. Doesn't bother you that much. So I guess that's for the rank, for the celestial floor and the rankings. Next is the balance. So right now, as we know, there's a lot of things that are being complained on left and right, especially with characters like Sol, May, Ram. There's this discussion of characters down. Some of the characters are being downplayed, and some of the characters being too strong at the other end. So for sure, knowing Arxis, the balance will be there once the first DLC comes. But right now, it's like people are still grinding to that balance. So there's this unavoidable fear, fear that when you fight the characters like May, Sol, Potemkin, and maybe Ram at this point, you just try to you just prepare yourself for the worst just in case, because these characters have a ton of advantage even though they have their individual weaknesses, but still these characters are by their own right are the ones you'll be facing for the most of the online games, especially on Celestial Floor. There's a lot of these characters: Sol, Ram, Potemkin, and May. But I do see Chip being used in the Celestial Floor a lot because how it's been unlocked. The Chip's secret or Chip's advantage has been already like unlocked. It's like his potential was already been exposed, so people are trying to use him more often also in Celestial. Again, the balance will come out after the first DLC, so quite interesting to see what will happen to the characters, what will be the changes, who will get buffed and who will get nerfed. But for me, it's okay if you will try to nerf everyone or try to buff everybody. So it brings the perfect balance to all of these things. But I don't know. It will be definitely Arxis will be. And lastly, the music. Music is solid. So you know that Guilty Gear has a good taste for music, especially heavy rock. If you know that the May's song or the Disaster Passion This is the current theme song of Guilty Gear right now. I know there's this smell of the game, which is a like the trademark music of the game. Apparently, when Disaster of Passion came out, or when Disaster of Passion came out, like, oh shit, this is the good memes, not a meme song. At first it was a meme song, but people were loving it. And that was also the song that was being playing back and forth on my mind. But it's interesting for me to see, like, after how many how many how many what you call this, how many song repeats that I played already, like after how many times did I heard the songs, like I was able to switch to a new music. So right now my best music, or my go-to jam after Trigger, which is Giovanna's music, and Disaster Passion was Subhuman. So maybe I was influenced when I'm using Milia. So it's like every time I grind with Milia, so the set is turned into automatic, and I was playing Subhuman Self. So Subhuman Self is a good tune if you're already bored with Disaster Passion. And what they did was quite amazing. So if you try to spend your points for fishing, you'll be able to unlock the other Guilty Gear teams from the old Guilty Gear, or from the OG Guilty Gear games, like Guilty Gear X, Double X, Isoka, and the rest. So you can still use Heavy Day, Big Blast Sonic, Magnolia Eclair, Holy Orders, what else? Those are the signature OG, Writ in the Dark, Existence. So these are the what you call this, the trademark songs of the Guilty Gear before. I mean, which is before Strive. These were the OG teams. So it's like people are, oh, let's go for Existence, Rate of Pain, Holy Orders. So at least they allowed you they gave you the option to still use these teams. If you fish them already, you can still use the OG Guilty Gears when you up for a match or when you're training. So still good team. So if you got stuck with that 16 songs from the Strive series, you can jump out to the other songs, especially Heavy Day and Big Blast Sonic. So right now, after a month of playing Guilty Gear, I have some good thoughts with it. So I was having fun in this fun in playing Guilty Gear. Maybe the best selling point of the game is it's a rollback network. So that's why I keep playing and playing, because just plug up your system, whether PC or PlayStation, then you'll find opponents, whether they're near or super far from you. At least you'll have some point which you can play with them, which is good, which is the best selling point that I could tell right now. So music, it's plus, and for bands, whatever. So you can see already that this game is having online tournaments left and right. It's like still just a month after the release of the game, like people are already organizing tournaments, online tournaments, ICFC, Levo tournament from Leffen, and it's already part of Evo. You know, there's these games that takes quite a time before it was being selected for Evo, but due to the rollback netcode, yeah, it was included once. It got out like, okay, let's release Guilty Gear and let's include it as part of the lineup for Evo. So it's like, holy shit, Guilty Gear part of Evo right away. It's like mind blown. Again, experience might be different from people to people which are playing, so I'm just sharing my thoughts and experience on it. So bottom line is still, if you want to pick up this game, it's a good time to pick the game. You'll have fun in the game, whether you're a hardcore Guilty Gear streamer or you're a casual fighting game player. This game will, at some point, will try to showcase its strong points, so you'll go back to it, want to play, have fun with it longer and longer. So this month, close to a month already of playing Guilty Gear. So right now it's still okay, still a good game. It's not it's, players are still there. It's not the players are not vanishing right now. Instead, they are trying to to increase as the day goes by. It's like people are have a chance to play Guilty Gear. So again, that's it for this day for this video. So I hope I will be seeing you for more Guilty Gear video. So technically, I'll be playing. I'll be continue playing this game until it reaches to the saturation. Right now, if you are not playing Guilty Gear Strive, I do suggest to pick up this game. So there you go. Again, thank you for please do like, share, and subscribe here at Mara Arcade for more videos, for more Guilty Gear videos and other fighting game videos. So thank you guys for tuning out, and I hope I'll see you next time, during the next video. So have a good day, guys, and cheers.